Hi, and welcome to English-Fabule. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
In 1999, in a small town called Millau in France, something important happened. A French farmer and activist, José Bové, led a group of people. They went to a place where a new McDonald's restaurant was being built. They did not like it. José Bové and his group used tractors and tools to take the building apart. They did this to show they were against American fast food. They felt it was bad food, or malbouffe, and against French culture. This act of protest became very famous. It showed how much French people valued their own food and traditions. They did not want American fast food in their country. Many people believed that American fast food would never truly succeed in France. France is a country where eating is a very serious matter. Food is part of their identity. French people love long lunches, good wine, fresh bread, and many courses. France has many famous restaurants with special awards called Michelin stars. The idea of quickly eating a burger from America seemed strange to them. But now, fast forward to 2023, the situation is very different. France is not fighting American fast food anymore. In fact, France has become a huge market for it. French people now spend billions of euros each year at American fast food restaurants. This makes France the second most important market for chains like McDonald's and Burger King, right after the United States. New fast food places are opening all the time, showing how popular they are.
This change is surprising. How did a nation that values its food so much, where food is almost like a religion, become such a big market for American fast food? How did McDonald's, a company once protested so strongly, become so successful here? This book will tell that story. It is a story about how French culture and American fast food came together in an unexpected way. It is a story of how a nation known for fine dining started eating burgers and fries. 2. Big money and growth. The French fast food market is growing very fast. Between 2013 and 2023, fast food sales in France increased by a remarkable 61%. This shows a big change in what people choose to eat. This rise in sales is part of a larger story about how food traditions are shifting across the country. In 2024, this market was worth about $20 billion. Experts believe it will grow to an extraordinary $64 billion by 2035. This is a very large amount of money, showing a strong growth rate. Other estimates suggest the market will be over 21.5 billion euros by 2028. These numbers mean a real and deep change in the country's food culture and economy. Burgers and sandwiches are the most popular fast food items, leading this growth. They made up nearly half of all fast food sales in 2023, holding about 46% of the market.
This is surprising because French cuisine has not traditionally focused on burgers. Instead, it is known for dishes like croissants and crepes. However, the burger's place on restaurant menus in France has grown consistently for 3 decades. Now, one industry analyst states that the hamburger is an essential item on every restaurant menu. This is a big deal for a country famous for its fine dining, Michelin-starred restaurants, and its deep love for traditional, slow-cooked meals. This significant growth also means big business for American companies. McDonald's and Burger King together made 8.3 billion euros in sales in 2023. France is now McDonald's second most profitable market in the world outside of North America. McDonald's France operates more than 1,500 locations across the country. This strong presence highlights how deeply American fast food has embedded itself. Industry experts even call France an Eldorado for fast food expansion, meaning a land of great opportunity due to its economy and people. The entire French fast food industry earned 19 billion euros in annual profits in 2023. Over 1,300 new fast food stores opened in France in just the last 5 years alone. These facts show the huge financial transformation and the new importance of fast food in France.
The nation that once cherished food as a slow, thoughtful ritual now spends billions on quick meals. This represents a remarkable shift in daily life and eating habits, leading to a culinary paradox. How McDonald's won. McDonald's first came to France in 1979. For many years, the company followed a simple plan. It tried to offer a slice of America. This meant the restaurants looked like those in the United States, and the menu was mostly the same. The idea was to bring American fast food directly to French cities, hoping people would enjoy this new experience. However, this early approach did not truly succeed. France has a very strong and proud food culture, and many French people did not welcome this foreign style of eating. They found the American way of fast food to be too different from their own traditions. This led to significant resistance and made it hard for McDonald's to grow. It was seen by some as a symbol of American influence, not just a place to eat. People felt that this fast food chain did not respect French food values. A turning point came in 1996. A smart leader named Denny Hennigan took charge of McDonald's in France. He understood that the company's path was wrong. He decided on a new, bold strategy. McDonald's needed to stop trying to be American and instead become truly French. This was not a small change. It meant rethinking almost every part of the business in France.
The most visible changes were in the food itself. McDonald's began to source many ingredients locally from France. They started using Charolais beef, a premium type of beef highly valued by French consumers for their burgers. They also added traditional French cheeses like chèvre, goat cheese, Cantal, and Bleu Bauvergne to their menu items. In 2012, a landmark product, the Mac Baguette, was introduced. This sandwich featured classic McDonald's ingredients served inside a fresh, authentic French baguette, a clear nod to French bread culture. Other French-inspired items followed, such as Le Croque McDo, based on the popular French grilled cheese, and crispy camembert cheese nuggets. Even the McCafe sections expanded to offer French-style pastries like macarons and fruit tarts, alongside espresso coffee, appealing to French café habits. Beyond the menu, McDonald's completely changed the look of its restaurants. Gone were the bright, often basic American diner styles. They were replaced with interiors designed to look like modern and comfortable French cafés. This included warmer lighting, soft seating areas, and even local art. These inviting spaces made customers feel more at home and blended better with the local environment. By 2016, most McDonald's in France had self-ordering touchscreen kiosks. This digital step made ordering quicker and more efficient, a convenient feature appreciated by busy French customers.
A crucial part of this transformation was McDonald's strong commitment to French agriculture. By 2023, an impressive 99% of all beef used in French McDonald's came from French farms. Similarly, 100% of their flour and dairy products were sourced domestically. About 80% of their vegetables also came from French growers. Even the potatoes for their famous fries were grown by French farmers. This dedication to local suppliers was not just good for business. It helped build trust and showed respect for France's agricultural heritage. As a result of these thoughtful changes, McDonald's slowly became more than just a foreign fast food chain. Many French people began to see it as part of their own country's daily life. They gave it a friendly, informal nickname, McDo, pronounced MacDo. This affectionate name showed that McDonald's had truly integrated into French culture. It proved that by listening to local tastes, respecting traditions, and adapting its offerings, an American brand could indeed win over one of the world's most food-proud nations. McDonald's success in France became a powerful example of how global companies can thrive by becoming truly local. 4. The return of the king. Burger King first came to France in 1981. This was only 2 years after McDonald's. However, Burger King did not try to change for the French market. It simply copied its American style.
The restaurants looked exactly like those in America, from Ohio or Alabama. The food menu was the same, without any special French items. Even the marketing messages used American ideas, not thinking about what French people liked. This approach did not work well. By 1996, Burger King had opened only 39 stores in France. In contrast, McDonald's already had 542 restaurants. Seeing its lack of success, Burger King made the decision to leave France in 1997, closing all its locations. For 15 years, Burger King was absent from France. But in 2012, the brand decided to make a comeback. This time, its strategy was very different. Burger King formed a partnership with a French company called Groupe Bertrand. This local group, led by Olivier Bertrand, had deep knowledge of the French food market. They also had good connections with French suppliers and government rules. Most importantly, they truly understood what French customers wanted. Burger King's main company gave the brand name and its ways of working, but the French partners were mostly in charge of how the business ran in France. This new plan led to great success. By 2015, the average sales for each Burger King restaurant in France reached 5 million euros every year. This was one of the highest amounts for any Burger King store in the world.
When new Burger King restaurants opened, there was a lot of excitement. French people often waited in long lines for many hours. This was partly because they were curious, but also because the brand's 15-year absence had created a special, almost nostalgic feeling for it. The most important step in Burger King's successful return was buying Quick in 2015. Quick was the biggest French-owned fast food chain, with 509 restaurants across France and other countries. Burger King began to change these Quick restaurants into Burger King locations. This process involved a lot of work, like updating the stores and training staff. By doing this, Burger King quickly gained many new places. It did not have to build them one by one. This move quickly made Burger King the second largest American fast food chain in France. Burger King's journey in France is a clear example of how important it is to adapt. Its first failure showed that simply bringing American ideas to France was not enough. Its second successful return showed that listening to local culture and working with local partners is key. It was a lesson in humility and smart planning. A new group of American food brands started to arrive in France. These brands brought different types of food, like fried chicken and donuts. They became very popular, especially with young French people. American media, such as TV shows like Emily in Paris,
helped to make these brands famous and desired. KFC came to France in 1991. It found many fans, especially in big cities. Young people liked KFC because fried chicken was a new and exciting trend. They often talked about it as something cool or in style. KFC offered a clear product: delicious fried chicken. Popeyes, another chicken restaurant from America, opened its first store in France in February 2023. Before it even opened, many French people knew about Popeyes from social media and American movies. It had a special, almost legendary reputation. When the first Popeyes opened in Paris, lines of 500 people waited for hours. This was very unusual for a new food place in France. Popeyes also used chicken from French farms. It told a story about its food, making the chicken sandwich seem special and famous. Experts now say that chicken is the next big thing in French fast food. Chicken dishes can be more profitable than burgers. They also attract young people more easily. French people have always liked chicken, for example, roasted chicken, so these new chicken restaurants fit well with their tastes. Then came Krispy Kreme. In February 2024, this donut shop opened its first store in Paris. The scene was amazing. More than 500 people waited in line even before the doors opened. They wanted to buy a simple glazed donut. This showed how much French people wanted American food brands, even simple ones. Krispy Kreme became very popular because it was not everywhere. People in France saw it in American movies or heard about it from friends who traveled. Social media and YouTube videos also showed how special the donuts were. When young French people waited for a Krispy Kreme donut, they were not just buying food. They were buying a piece of American culture that they saw in movies like Friends or The Simpsons. Eating American fast food became a way to feel connected to American pop culture. It was like tasting a piece of the American life they saw on their screens. 6. Why habits changed. French eating habits have changed a lot. For many years, the midday meal in France was a special time. People would take 2 hours to eat, enjoy good food, and talk with friends or family. This long lunch showed how much the French loved their food culture. But modern life made this tradition shrink. By the early 2000s, the average lunch break was only about 42 minutes. This short lunch break meant people could not go home for a proper meal. It was too little time to sit down at a restaurant. This change was very good for fast food companies. A 42-minute break is enough to quickly go to a fast food place, eat, and get back to work. These quick restaurants, like American fast food chains, knew this.
They made it easy with online ordering, pickup services, and drive-thrus for busy workers. This helped them fit perfectly into the new, faster French lifestyle. Another big reason for the change was how more people moved to cities. France became much more urban in the last 30 years, with about 80% of people now living in cities. City life creates a need for food that is easy to find, not too expensive, and quick to eat. Fast food places offer exactly this. Cities also have younger people and many different cultures. These groups are often more open to trying new foods and are less tied to old cooking traditions. France also has a large Muslim population, with about 5 to 6 million people. Fast food companies saw this and added halal options to their menus in many locations. Halal food follows Islamic law. For example, chicken is often easier to make halal than beef, so chains like KFC became very popular in areas with many Muslim communities. Adding halal choices was a smart business decision, showing that American fast food was willing to adapt to what French people actually wanted. The rise of digital technology also played a big part. Before 2006, getting food delivery was mostly for pizza or sushi. Then apps like Uber Eats, Deliveroo, and Just Eat started to grow fast. They made it possible to order almost any kind of restaurant food to be delivered. Fast food chains quickly used these new ways to reach customers.
Today, many people in France order their fast food online, using apps or click-and-collect services instead of ordering at the counter. The time when people had to stay home because of the COVID-19 pandemic made this online ordering even more popular. It helped everyone get used to digital ordering and food pickup without contact. The delivery market in France is still growing quickly, and soon there will be even more delivery-only kitchens called cloud kitchens, which help brands deliver food without needing a full restaurant. These changes made fast food a normal part of daily life for many French people. 7. Rules and problems. French laws are very strict, especially when it comes to food. The European Union, EU, has strong rules for food quality and safety. These rules, surprisingly, helped American fast food brands in France. They forced companies to make their food better. For example, many additives and preservatives common in American fast food are not allowed in the EU. This meant that fast food in France was often cleaner and made with higher quality ingredients than the same food in the United States. Because of these strict rules, American fast food places had to meet high standards. McDonald's in France, for instance, buys 99% of its beef, all its milk and flour, and 80% of its vegetables from French farms. This commitment to local, quality sourcing helped these brands earn the trust of French people. Consumers saw that even McDo cared about good ingredients, which is very important in France. These rules pushed American brands to adapt and improve, making their products more acceptable to French tastes. France also has strong laws for protecting the environment. In 2023, new rules specifically targeted fast food restaurants. These rules said that quick-service restaurants must offer reusable cups, plates, and cutlery to customers. They also had to greatly reduce how much single-use packaging they used. This meant big changes for how restaurants operated. This shows that companies in France must follow specific local regulations, not just global ones. These laws push brands to be more responsible and sustainable. However, not every American brand has succeeded in France. Subway is a good example of a brand that found problems. Subway is known for its customized, made-to-order sandwiches. This concept is very popular in many countries. But in France, people can easily buy fresh, delicious baguette sandwiches from local bakeries, boulangeries. These French sandwiches are often seen as better quality and are sold at similar prices. Subway found it hard to compete with these traditional, beloved French options. Subway was also slow to adapt to other changes in the French market. It did not invest enough in redesigning its restaurants to look modern like French cafes, or in building digital ordering systems. Other fast food companies spent a lot of money on making their stores more inviting, and on new technology like mobile apps. Subway's more basic approach did not work well. As a result, Subway closed more than 100 stores in France. This shows that success requires not only good food, but also a willingness to change and fit into French culture and rules. 8. What comes next? The story of American fast food in France teaches a clear lesson. To truly succeed, foreign brands must become French. They cannot just bring their American ways. They must change their food, stores, and even ingredients to fit French culture. Looking to the future, chicken will be the next big trend. KFC and Popeyes show how popular chicken can be. Chicken is often seen as healthier, appeals to young people, and fits French tastes for poultry. It offers higher profits and more options for diets, including halal. Many more chicken restaurants will likely open. Technology will also play a huge part. Artificial intelligence, AI, will help restaurants take orders, manage supplies, and offer special deals. With many people ordering food online, smart technology will help brands. Cloud kitchens, which only make food for delivery, will also become more common, making fast food even quicker to get. Plant-based food is another growing area. At the Paris 2024 Olympics, 60% of meals included plant-based options. This shows a big change in what people want.
Fast food companies are adding more meat-free choices. Brands offering tasty, high-quality plant-based food will have a strong advantage as eating habits change. The old idea that France, famous for fine food, would never accept fast food is now gone. The paradox has been solved. Today, traditional French cooking and American fast food live together. French people still love their special meals, but for a quick, easy meal during a busy day, fast food has found its place. This is because brands understood French people care about quality, even in fast food. They use local ingredients and follow high standards, making fast food French people trust. The Golden Arches and the Eiffel Tower are both part of France now. What do you think about France having both world-famous gastronomy and a booming fast food market?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.